History isn't just a story of great victories or brilliant leaders. Sometimes, it's about the unimaginable cruelty inflicted on those who disobeyed or defied. Today, we'll uncover 3 of the most unforgiving punishments in history. Be warned, this isn't for the faint-hearted. Number 3, Scaphism, the boats. Our first story takes us back to ancient Persia, where one of the most horrifying forms of execution was practiced. Scaphism, or the boats. Picture this, you're forced into 2 hollowed-out boats, one on top of the other, with only your head, arms, and legs sticking out. You're fed a sickening mixture of milk and honey, and then left to rot under the sun. But the real horror? Flies and maggots are drawn to your decaying body, slowly eating you alive. This wasn't a quick death. It was days, even weeks of unbearable suffering. The goal? Not just to kill, but to torture, to send a message so strong that no one would dare defy the empire. Can you imagine the terror of knowing your fate, powerless to escape, while your body becomes a living feast for insects? Number 2, Keelhauling, the sailor's nightmare. Now, let's sail the seas and discover the horrors of a punishment feared by sailors for centuries. Keelhauling. Imagine being tied to ropes and dragged beneath a ship, where sharp barnacles and jagged rocks waited below. As the sailor is pulled under the ship, their body is sliced open by these underwater hazards, and drowning is an ever-present threat. If you survive the first pass, you'd often be pulled back under for another. Keelhauling was designed to instill fear in every sailor who dared defy orders. It wasn't just punishment. It was a spectacle, a message to all on board. Defy the captain, and this could be you. The terror of knowing that at any moment you could be the next victim created a culture of fear and control on the high seas. Imagine the helplessness of being at the mercy of both man and the sea. And the number 1 is Lingchi, death by 1,000 cuts. Next, we journey to Imperial China, where one of the most emotionally devastating punishments took place. Imagine being tied to a post in front of a crowd while the executioner slowly slices away at your body, one small piece at a time. The agony wasn't just physical. It was a mental torment, knowing that death would come only after hours of unimaginable pain. Lingchi wasn't just about killing. It was about erasing someone from existence, both in life and in death. The body, torn apart piece by piece, was meant to symbolize the destruction of not only the person but their honor and legacy. What's more chilling is that this method was used up until 1905, a reminder of how recent and real this cruelty was. For the condemned, each cut wasn't just a physical wound, it was the destruction of their very soul. It's almost hard to believe that these punishments were real, that humans could create such horrific ways to inflict pain and suffering. But these stories remind us of the dark side of history, where power and fear ruled, and where a single misstep could lead to unimaginable cruelty. As we look back at these brutal punishments, let's take a moment to recognize how far we've come. While these methods have been left in the past, they're a sobering reminder of the lengths societies went to maintain control. It's essential that we remember these stories, not to glorify them, but to learn from them, to understand the cost of inhumanity and the value of compassion. If you found these facts as shocking as we did, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss more incredible stories from history. There's always more to uncover, and trust me, history has some unbelievable tales still waiting to be told.